So a reminder to competitors that we will be getting underway shortly with the second round of the Epic Camp Draft, and the order will be as follows. Competitor number 1 will be Andrew Burns aboard Greenacres Penelope. Number 2 will be Brenton Allport with Genie. 3, Ben Thompson with Rodlaw Fantail. 4 will be Denny Farley and Everly Roxette. 5, Gary Brown with Rodlaw Star Trek. 6 will be John WILLCOCKS with Main Camp Numbers Game. 7, Charlie McKinnon with Bing. 8 will be Dean Clarke and Cherokee Oaks Chick. 9 will be Jade FANGMEIER with Cape Hawk Calypso. 10, Robert Sisson with Delta Dawn. 11, Ben Thompson with Rodlaw Relight. 12 will be Andrew Burns with Illawong Hard Hack Dave. 13, Brenton Allport with Marie. And our 14th competitor to finish up the second round of the Epic will be Denny Farley with Pimpampa Chandler. I'm sure everyone would agree that we've had a wonderful day of camp drafting today, and of course it wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors. We would like to acknowledge and thank our major sponsor here this weekend in Grazag. Jason and Kelly Litchfield and their team are your trusted grazing and agricultural company located here in Armidale, as well as Guyra and Glen Innes. Their 3 stores stock and will supply all your needs, including rural merchandise, fertiliser, pasture seed, animal health products, nutrition supplements, fencing supplies, steel yard supplies and agricultural chemicals, along with a drive-through service and agronomy specialist advice if needed. That's our major sponsor, Grazag. We also thank Maloney Livestock Transport, Mick and Carolyn, who of course have been wonderful sponsors over the last couple of years. Located in Tamworth, they are servicing all of your livestock needs, and they are one of our transport operators here this weekend, along with Beef Trans, the major sponsor of our Infinity Camp Draft that we just ran. We would like to thank John and Jenneke Matheson with drivers located in Glen Innes, Inverell and Tamworth. Speak to them in regards to all of your transport needs. The Wicklow Hotel, thank you very much to Steve, a wonderful host down there. A great pub with all the pub classics, including chicken schnitzels, rump steak and refreshing salads. Full bar available, sports bar and indoor seating. Bruce Birch, could you just remind me what you got there earlier in the camp draft? Yes. 17. I thought it was 16. Oh, okay. No, very good. Great to have Bruce Birch here with us this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of our mature age apprentices at Ray White. So it's wonderful to have him along here this weekend, just filling in a few holes for us. Before I was rudely interrupted, I was just mentioning the Tulla Beef Company. We'd like to thank them very, very much for their sponsorship here this weekend. Under the management of the Owen Farming Group, it is a family-owned farming and cattle breeding and lot feeding operation in the northwest region of New South Wales. For over 60 years, the Owen family has grown the business and is now a supplier to both domestic and international grain and beef customers. We thank them very much, along with long-term employee Rick Swan, who has been an integral part of the team there at Tulla Beef and an integral part of the weekend here as well, looking after the backyard. So we thank them very much. So at the completion of this second round of the Epic Camp Draft, which will be getting underway shortly, we will have a draw of the finalists for both the Epic and the Infinity. If those finalists could please make their way over to the pre-works this evening, we will hand you out your finalist shirts prior to the pre-works. So once we get a draw done with our finalists for both the Epic and the Infinity, make sure you're around just before pre-works, across the road at the Undercover Arena, and we will deal out your shirts then. We'll just fill the camp here once again with cattle kindly donated by the David Grills Partnership at GARRY. So thank you very much to David, Penny, Brenton and Jess. They've been wonderful supporters over the last couple of years here at the Epic. We've got Mr. John Hardy here to preside over the Epic Camp Draft once again this afternoon. And of course the same rules apply. It'll be a 40-second left-hand course ride to the whip or the whistle, and please look after the cattle. In the camp now, we have competitor number 1, Andrew Burns, aboard Greenacres Penelope. He'll be followed by number 2, Brenton Allport with Jeannie. Number 3 will be Ben Thompson with Rodlaw Fantail, and number 4 will be Denny Farley with Roxette. And we're out on course now with Andrew Burns and Greenacres Penelope, looking to add to their previous score of 20 points from round 1. At a score of 20 points there for Andrew Burns and Penelope, which will give them a total of 40 points over the 2 rounds. In the camp now, we have competitor number 2, Brenton Allport with Jeannie. Jeannie, a 4-year-old side by Daimaroo Destiny out of Brown Glenorrey, was purchased out of the Epic sale here last year. This is the first year that Brenton has bought a sale purchase back to compete in the Epic Camp Draft. Wonderful supporter and cattle donor. We thank them for their support. Oh, right, no worries. Gordon, do you mind if I give you a call back in a half hour, mate? Oh, right. Yeah, right, mate. That'd be good. I'll just get tied up here at the moment, and I'll talk to you then. Right, I'll have a look at Ben when I've got the phone there. Thanks, mate. Bye. And a score there of 19 points for Brenton Allport and Jeannie. combined with a horsework score of 57 points and 4 for the course, gives him a total of 81 points. I beg your pardon, righto, very good. 19 for cutout, 59 for horsework, 4 for the course, 3 for the course, I beg your pardon. Geez, we're having a cracker this afternoon, aren't we? Gives him a total of 81. Yeah, thanks, Bruce. I might need them. Okay, so just another announcement that apparently the text messages that have gone out with the open draw, the second round open draw, are incorrect. So there'll be an amended text message to come. In the camp now we have competitor number 3, Ben Thompson, aboard Rodlaw Fantail, looking to add to their previous score of 82 points. Fantail is owned by the Swan family, a 5-year-old purchased out of the sale in 2019, has finalled in limited starts. And of course, the Swan family and Ben Thompson have all been involved in the epic concept since the beginning. Well done, Ben. Looking to add to his previous score of 82. So a score there for Ben will be 20 points for cutout, 61 for horsework, 4 for the course, gives him a total of 85. That'll put Ben up into the lead for the moment with an aggregate score of 167. Denny Farley in the camp with us this time, aboard Roxette, looking to add to their first round score of 86. Out on course now we have Denny Farley with Roxette. Only a 3-year-old, this horse, side by Del Rio Destiny, purchased out of the sale here last year. Looking to add to their first round score of 86 points. And well done, Denny. Another score coming up shortly. Score there for Denny Farley and Eva Lee Roxette was 17 points for cutout, 56 for horsework, 4 for the course, gives him a total of 77. Combined with his first round score of 86 is a total of 163 points, putting him into second place for the moment. In the camp now we have competitor number 5, Gary Brown, aboard Star Trek. Rodlaw Star Trek is only a 3-year-old once again, signed by Rodlaw Retail. Purchased out of the sale here last year. Of course, only a 3-year-old. This is his first start here this weekend. It's great to have Gary involved. He kept an eye on the concept for a couple of years and decided to get involved last year. So it's great to have Gary back here with us this year. Gary will go out with a camp score of 10. Combined with his score from yesterday of 81 will give him a total of 91 points. In the camp now, we have competitor number 6, John Wilcox, aboard main camp numbers game. John will go out with a score of 19, combined with his first round score of 60, will give him a grand total of 79 points. In the camp now, we'll have competitor number 7, Charlie McKinnon with Bing. He'll be followed by number 8, Dean Clarke with Oaks Chick. Number 9 will be Jade FANGMEIER with Cape Hawk Calypso. And number 10 will be Robert Sisson with Delta Dawn. Charlie and Bing are looking to add to their first round score of 78 points. Bing, of course, is a 5-year-old sired by Hazelwood Conman. He was purchased out of the sale last year. He came third in the Bundara Maiden Campdraft last weekend. Charlie's been involved in the concept. This is the first year coming back to the Epic Campdraft with a purchase from last year. Have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen, coming back around for the gate. Well done. So a score there for Charlie McKinnon and Bing was 20 for cutout, 64 for horsework, 4 for the course, gives him a total of 88 points for his second round, combined with the first round score of 78, gives him a grand total of 166. So that'll slide him up into second place for the time being. We now turn our attention into the camp. Competitor number 8 will be Dean Clarke with Cherokee Oaks Chick. 4-year-old side by Millionic Chick. Was purchased out of the sale here last year. Has only had a couple of light starts. Looking to add to their first round score of 80 points. And we're out on course now with competitor number 8, Dean Clarke and Cherokee Oaks Chick. He's purchased from last year's epic sale. That's time. So a score there for Dean Clarke and Cherokee Oaks Chick was 19 for cutout, 57 for horsework, 3 for the course. Gives him a total second round score of 79 points. Combined with his first round score of 80, gives him a grand total of 159. In the camp now we have competitor number 9, Jade FANGMEIER with Cape Hawk Calypso. Calypso is only a 3-year-old, sired by Stella Park Rockstar, and out of an Ophir mare. Purchased out of the sale here last year, has been involved in challenges and Australian stock horse events ever since. Regularly pulls ribbons at each outing. And it's great to see Jade become involved this year for her first year, bringing a horse back to the Epic incentive. And that's time. So a second round score there for Jade FANGMEIER and Cape Hawk Calypso was 19 for cutout, 55 for horsework, 3 for the course, gives her a total second round score of 77, combined with her first round score of 83, gives her a grand total of 160 points. In the camp now, we have competitor number 10, Robert SISSON, aboard Delta Dawn. Delta Dawn is sired by Bald Hill Sizzler, was purchased out of last year's sale. And will go out with a second round score of 20 points. In the camp now, we have competitor number 11, Ben Thompson, aboard Rodlaw Relight, which of course is owned by the Swan family. Only a 4-year-old sired by Rodlaw Retail, was purchased out of last year's sale. Ben Thompson and the Swan family have been wonderful supporters ever since the inception of the Epic concept. It's great to have their continued support. And Ben will go out with a score of 20 points. In the camp now, we have competitor number 12, Andrew Burns, aboard Illawong Hard Hat Dave. Dave's only a 4-year-old, sired by Hard Hat Henry. Was purchased out of the Epic sale from Skip McCarthy. I'd like to let you all know that the bar is now open. I've been advised by Blake O'Reilly that the staff over there from the Wicklow are ready. They're fully loaded, fully stocked up there. So for anyone who's keen to head on over to the bar, it is open over there in the canteen area. And we're out on course now with competitor number 12, Andrew Burns and Hard Hat Dave, looking to add to their first round score of 64 points. Oh, hard luck there, Andrew, but we will have a score come to hand here for you shortly. Score there for Andrew Burns and Hard Hat Dave was 17 points for cutout, 59 for horsework, 3 for the course gives him a total second round score of 79 points. Combined with his 64 from the first round is a grand total of 143. The camp now, we have competitor number 13, Brenton Allport, aboard Marie. Marie is only a 4-year-old, side by Bonlac Gigolo out of a Soda O'Reilly mare. Purchased out of the sale here last year. This is the first year that we've had Brendan bring a horse back to the Epic incentive. Of course, being involved as a cattle donor last year and again this year as part of the David Grills partnership. We thank them very much for their kind donation of the cattle to run this Epic Campdraft. Hard luck there, Brenton. And our final competitor in the second round of the Ray White Epic Campdraft will be Denny Farley aboard Pimpamba Chandler. Chandler, otherwise known as Chad, is a 5-year-old side by Conman out of an Acres mare. Was purchased out of the Epic sale in 2019. Has been the winner of several cutouts and also placed in maiden and novice drafts. Denny's been buying horses since the Epic started and brings them back every year to support the concept. Hard luck there, mate. We'll have a score come to hand shortly. And the score there for our final competitor, Denny Farley with Chandler, was 21 points for cutout, 59 for horsework, and 3 for the course, gives him a total second round score of 83. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our Campdraft action for the day here now, but don't go too far. As we said before, the bar is open, and please remember that the pre-works of lots 1 to 53 will take place across the road in the undercover arena, commencing at 5:30. And then, of course, we have the barbecue tonight, sponsored by Tulla Feedlot. A gold coin donation with all proceeds going to the flood victims.